Hey all, Landon here. Good to see you all. Guess I can't see you, but you can all see me. Probably been a while for some of you. Um, Spent the winter doing a coding boot camp, and so kind of had to miss all of the the team meetups that we did over the winter, that the executive team did over the winter, and I did miss seeing all of you guys. Anyways, came out of the coding boot camp becoming an expert coder. Just kidding, not expert, but definitely learned a lot, and definitely feel equipped to take on the project of building our tree source website. A little help from Damon's team for sure, but and that's what I'm working on right now, for any that are interested. Anyways, wanted to share with you guys just some quick thoughts that I had this morning, for our company and for our teams across the country today. I was playing pickleball this morning. I took it up lately, picked it up lately. I used to play like a few months ago, and then had a baby and stopped playing early, and then anyways back to playing again. Anyways, we were playing against these played doubles, right? And I was playing with this kid against these two older guys that are pretty good, and we got playing, and thought came to my mind like, I just don't think I'm gonna win. These guys are too good, and sure enough, they beat me. And I kind of played that game, and I kind of thought that was a dumb thing to think, like that I was going to lose, because at the end of the day, like, if you don't think you can win, then why even play in the first place? So the next game we played, I thought to myself, like, I'm going to win this game, like, mentally, I got in that mindset, like, I'm going to win this game, like, I'm just going to do it. And we did. And partly maybe we got lucky, whatever, I don't know, call it luck. But I call it like mentality, right? Like, kind of changed my mentality. Anyways, I was driving home this morning after playing, and I kind of was thinking about that line, that thought, like, if you don't think you can win, then why play? And I was thinking about how, like, that applies in all these different aspects in my life. Not obviously just in pickleball, but in other things like work, specifically. Every day when I sit down to work and I take out on a project, or I'm working on something or making a phone call or whatever, I ask myself, I've started thinking to myself, do I think I can win? Do I think I am going to be successful in this activity that I'm about to do? And if I don't, then, like, why even do it in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Now, granted, I guess the caveat to that is that, you're not going to experience like success in something every single day, right? But I think it's all about the mentality that you approach the activities that you do take on, that you don't go into it with a failing attitude, that you say, hey, I'm going to win. And if you fail, you think, well, I didn't win today, but I'll win tomorrow. And you just kind of keep playing that game until you do win. Because I just think if you go into the mentality of, hey, I'm going to fail, you're just bound to fail. One of the areas that I think that this applies the most, just like a quick example, personal example from my life, or I guess from sales, is that sometimes when I get into a hard phone call, I still do this, I guess, like when I get onto a hard phone call, before I even pick up the phone, I imagine like the other person on the other end of the line saying like what I want them to say, like, yes, Landon, send me 6 truckloads of trees, aspen, or whatever, not aspen, something else, right? They're saying what I want them to say, and then I kind of work it backwards in my mind, like, okay, well, what did I say to them that made them say, yes, I want those 6 truckloads of trees? And then I play this back and forth game. Okay, well, what did they say to me that made me say to them? And then I keep kind of working this backwards until I get to the first line, which is hello. And kind of like script this out with myself, but beginning at the end of the phone call, working myself backwards. So then when I pick up that phone to make that call, I'm already thinking like, these guys are going to buy 6 truckloads of trees by the end of this phone call. Now, granted, do they always buy 6 truckloads of trees? No. But I think what's important is that I started off with way more confidence than I would have if I would have just picked up the phone and thought, we'll see. I don't know. Another thought that's been going through my mind too lately, this another quote that I came up with is, if you have generic intentions, you'll probably get generic results. I do this a lot in my life, right? Like, I think, you know what, I'll just go, we'll see what happens. Or I'll just call, we'll see what happens. And you know what, generally what happens? Like, whatever fate decides to give me, you know? And, or something random that I don't control. And sometimes you get frustrated with that, like, that was dumb. I didn't want that to happen. It's like, well, I wasn't very specific on what I wanted to happen in the first place. So I've decided to think, so I started thinking if I want specific results, I'm going to have specific intentions. And I think that goes right along with what I was saying earlier. If you want to win, then set yourself up to win. Believe you can win. Make a plan, right? Don't just go into it and say, like, I hope, or I think this will work, or I don't know, maybe we'll just see. That's like the worst thing. And I do that all the time. Like, we'll see. And we'll just see what ends up happening. But go into it with some more specific intention, like generic intentions breeds generic results. Specific intentions or specific goals, specific actions breeds specific results. Exactly what you want out of the deal. Anyways, quick little note for you guys. I hope that you're having a great day, and it's always a pleasure to work with you. Also, you'll notice that I'm working out of my closet. Any of you who have done video calls with me are familiar with this background scene. Anyways, I just didn't want there to be any confusion over that. But yeah, I work out of my closet. I don't ever come out, though. I'm always here. Always here. Have a great day. Bye.